The final time here on the Grand Circuit Meet, Taylor Gustad has called the 3-year-olds to the track. This is the 126th Kentucky Futurity. Third leg of Trotting's Triple Crown worth $434,000 here the final. It's sponsored by the Hunterton Farms, Stoner Manor Incorporated, Midhammer Terry. The one is 6-pack, Åke Svanstedt Trains and Drives for Åke Svanstedt Incorporated, Little E LLC, Stahl Kalmar and Larsberg. Number 2 is Tactical Landing. Jimmy Tactor Trains and Drives for the Tactical Landing Stable. 3 is $50 Bill. William Crone Trains. Brett Miller up for John Barnard. Number 4 is Eurobond. Domenico Cecere Trains. Dave Miller Drives. The colors of the Lindy Farms, who co-own with Robert Rudolph. Number 5 is Metz Hall. Julie Miller Trains. Andy Miller Drives for the Andy Miller Stable and Stroy Incorporated. 6 is Crystal Fashion. Jim Campbell Trains. Tim Tetrick's up for the Fashion Farms LLC. Number 7, You Know You Do. Jimmy Tactor Train. Jodic Jingra Board for Howard Taylor. The Order by Stable. Bud Hatfield. Katz Liveveld and Gold Band. 8 is Patent Leather. Jim Campbell Trains for the Fashion Farms. Andy McCarthy. And number 9, Missile Hill. Tony Alanya Trains. Doug McNair Drives for Bradley Grant. Scratch 10, Fashion Wood Chopper. Once again, take out number 10, Fashion Wood Chopper, down to a field of 9 here for the Kentucky Futurity. It's the final race of the season here at the Red Mile. It's 4 minutes away. Super high final time. The Dream Foundation Rudco starting gate has moved into position. It is post time. The 126th Kentucky Futurity. Starter calls. Sponsored by the Hunterton Farms, Stoner Manor Incorporated, Midhammer Terry. Third leg of Trotting's Triple Crown. It's the 126th renewal. The Kentucky Futurity worth $434,000. Scratched down to a field of 9. They are on gate. Off. There goes Metz Hall, who goes spreading out from the center. Crystal Fashion left up next door, down at the inside, a 6-pack. Will come out well there for Svanstedt, part of that early battle. $50 Bill will tuck early into the 4th spot. Tactical Landing was out trotting in 5th in front of Eurobond, who came out 6th. You Know You Do is next in front of Patent Leather. The long shot Missile Hill is at the back as they work their way around that opening turn. Crystal Fashion and Tim Tetrick have taken over control early. It's Crystal Fashion by a quarter, 27-1. That's Metz Hall just off the leader in second. Svanstedt already looking to the outside with 6-pack. So but his 6-pack here is under aggressive handling. He's looking for a backside blitz to the top. 6-pack moves up to engage Crystal Fashion. Metz Hall just off those dueling leaders now. Third is $50 Bill. Takes a peek to the outside. 4th for Brett Miller. Tactical Landing will pick up that cover. He's up on the outside. 5th for a Tactor. You Know You Do. Tracking down at the inside of 6th. The Eurobond's up a 3rd over right now, the 7th spot in front of Patent Leather and Missile Hill. The half was 54-4, 27-3. So the quick tempo continues here as they trot towards the far turn. That is 6-pack, who has taken over the lead. And he's out to a 2.5 length margin from Crystal Fashion, who could not stay with that leader at this point. That's $50 Bill, who's still inching forward, but he begins to backpedal, and that puts Tactical Landing in a tough spot. Is Metz Hall continues to slide through at the inside in front of You Know You Do. 6-pack off 3/4, 121-2. So 6-pack turns for home, and he accelerates away with a 3-length lead. Crystal Fashion still giving chase in a second. Metz Hall is 3rd. Tactical Landing after a tough trip rallies wide, but at mid-stretch it's still 6-pack maintaining that 3-length margin from Crystal Fashion. In the Kentucky Futurity, that 6-pack who's close to home. Crystal Fashion holding 2nd. Metz Hall 3rd. 6-pack in the Kentucky Futurity. He will win it 149-1. A world record for 6-pack in the Futurity. Fancy inquiry sign has been lit. It does concern the 5th place finisher, the 2 tactical landing. As he made a break in deep stretch here. 6-pack shatters his own world record. He was the previous holder, 150, so the fastest 3-year-old of the history of harness racing on the trot is 6-pack. Big day for treader driver Åke Svanstedt, who bookends the card. He started the card with the world record here today with Ice Attraction, and he's going to close it out with another world record here. 6-pack in the finale. The Kentucky Futurity champion. Fans, your attention, please. There was no violation of the braking rule. Results will stand as posted, so that Super High 5 tactical landing will remain in that 5th spot here today. And returning trackside here for all of the winner's circle ceremonies. Floral chair presentation. This is 6-pack, who takes the 126th Kentucky Futurity here on closing day at the Red Mile. Åke Svanstedt, the trader and driver for Åke Svanstedt Incorporated, Wrightstown, New Jersey. Jeff Gorell's Little E LLC, New York, New York. Stahl Kalmar, Sweden. Lars Berg of Denmark. 6-pack is 4th in a row overall. His 9th win in 12 starts this season. His 13th career win. He's a 3-year-old bay colt by Muscle Mass out of the Cantab All-Mare Pleasing Lady. He was bred by the Brittany Farms of Versailles, Kentucky. 6-pack will surge well over $1.1 million in this world record win this afternoon. 149-1, the fastest 3-year-old trotter of all time. Is 6-pack just 2/5 of a second off Homicide Hunter's all-age mark established yesterday. Great way to close out the Grand Circuit at the Red Mile with another world record shattering performance here from a 6-pack. Greeting the winning connections there, trackside, Steve and Cindy Stewart, part of the Hunterton Farms trophy presentation, along with Margarita Wallace-Kleiberg and Johan Hellender, Stoder Batter, and Ben Heber-Stu-Terry. It'll once again meet the 2018 Kentucky Futurity champion, fastest 3-year-old trotter of all time. The sport of harness racing, 6-pack, takes the 126th Kentucky Futurity